friends. Zak Greenewald here with Dry Fly Collective Real Estate at Keller Williams, Sun Valley, Southern Idaho. I'm going to walk you through the 2025 numbers as we've got December numbers in. We're sitting here late January, and I just want to make sure you guys knew what was going on in the market for all of 2025. So let's take a look here. I'm going to skip over the median price point for now, and I want to talk about pending sales and closings. So this is where I think the real story, the meat and potatoes of our market are. We saw a 12% increase in pending sales in the year 2025. So buyers are there, demand is there. That's a very, very good thing. Now, we need to know that there's national headlines that talk about a cooling off in the real estate market, buyers pulling out of the real estate market, contracts getting canceled at the highest rate in history. And again, that might be the national story, but what's happening here is the exact opposite. Those 12% increase in closing or pendings led to a 18% increase in units closed. So we saw a lot of those deals late 2023 get to the closing table in 2024, those early months in January and February. And we saw a consistent buyer lock in contracts and get to the closing table in 2025. This is really, really good news in regards to selling your home, right? If you are looking to sell your home, you need to know that you've got rock solid buyers out there that want to make transactions happen. So we've got that. That is happening here in our market. So an 18% increase in units sold in 2025. Now, active units are interesting, right? We've touched on this one before. We saw a high water mark in July. You can see December's down pretty significantly from that high water mark in July. Nothing crazy here. This is simply seasonality in our market. You can see that every single year we see this rise in inventory through the second and third quarter, and it falls back and kind of plateaus off into the fourth and first quarter. So nothing wild here. Sellers, you know that there is still competition on the market. Buyers, you've got some decent options out there in front of you. And our inventory, right? So months supply of inventory, we've got a balanced market. I think it's depending on what market you're in, you might be leaning towards a seller's market, right? Hailey, for instance, in the single family space is more of a seller's market. But overall, the market is a balanced market. And this is something really good. We want to see a balanced market. We were in such a seller's market through the COVID years that returning to a balanced market is really, really good for all parties and just a healthy market. Now let's go back here and let's touch on our median sales price. You can see here that it's hovering just below the $1 million mark for almost all of 2025, with the exception of November. So November, we saw some very big sales hit the market. There was about 5 sales north of $10 million that drove that median price point up significantly. But December returns it back to earth, and we're floating around the $900,000 mark. And when you look at 2024, that was about 1.1 million was the median sales price in the Valley. So almost $200,000 reduction in the closed sales price in the Valley. And again, this is not a bad thing. This is a market that is sort of maturing, if you will. It's growing up right in front of us. So you're seeing activity rise, you're seeing inventories rise, but you're seeing price points sort of stay a little bit lower or flat. And what does that mean? What is the buyer thinking right now? They are thinking probably for the first time in a little while, a little bit clear-minded. They are looking for value. They are looking for properties that are not overpriced. They are looking for properties that are in good condition and ready to move into. So you've got a buyer that's heads on his shoulders, and they're here. They're ready to make a purchase. They're ready to get a deal done, but they are not jumping into every single opportunity and offering above asking price Again, we are seeing that happen on occasion, but it's not happening on every single property. So really, in my opinion, this is a very healthy sign of a market returning back to something called normal, which we hadn't had since, truth be told, 2020. You saw the crazy increase in activity in 2020. That led to a wildly low inventory market that we played with there for some time. That shot into a market with incredibly, difficult interest rates. So not only did you see price points increase significantly in a very short window, you saw interest rates get nearly to 8% at some point in that time period too. So affordability really became a challenge. And I'm not saying that the affordability challenge has been solved in our market. By no means has it, but it is starting to come back from the stratosphere that it was at. So interest rates right now are sitting somewhere around the 6% mark. We can clearly tell that the median price point is coming back down to earth as well. So I hope this trend line sort of continues, where we have a healthy, balanced market. Inventory continues to move up. Buyers stay very active. Sellers are aware of what the realities of the market are, that we've got to price right. We've got to have a nice product that is ready to go with nice amenities and things like that. So I think 2025 was a year that sort of broke out of some challenging market for us in the 2023 time, 2024 time. And I think we can build some momentum going into 2026 from this market. So I hope you guys find this information helpful. I hope we're gonna review these numbers every single month through 2026, and we'll just kind of see, does the market do what I think it's going to do, or do we see some things that were sort of unexpected? I don't know, but I'm here to keep you guys up to date every single month on what's happening here in the Sun Valley market. If you guys have any questions at all in regards to selling your home or purchasing a property here in Sun Valley, I am here to be support to you. Again, thank you guys for giving this a watch. Take care.